And I'm certain I was the only one who left that train alive. It's all going according to plan. Every fucking step is God's plan, do you understand?
So taking me hostage was God's plan?
I know what you're thinking. But remember the gospel. The father who gave his money to the prodigal son, not to the beloved one, the good one, to the bandit. He who had been murdering and stealing but came back. He came back. Do you understand? I think the Lord is happier to see one repentant sinner than, well, 100,000 righteous people. I don't know. They don't even need repentance. Do you hear me? You know, he laid everything out before me. Spread out like a deck of cards. The past, the present, the future.
Who?
God, who else? I was lying there, about to die. And a sister, just like you, brought me some water in this mug. And I was drinking and I saw ripples in the water. Little round waves. And heard a whisper. So I drank. And
You heard God in a cup?
in a cup, yes. But that's not the point. I'll show you when we get there.
Look, a water tower. That means the station is behind the windmill.
The station? Why? We're doing fine.
We've only got fuel for a couple of bursts. I won't be able to drag you around with no steam.
Maybe we should go around.
A nun and an officer? Who cares?
The telegraph poles. The cables are ripped out, though.
And the road. Doesn't look like it's been used lately.
It won't fucking budge. So?
Maybe there's something in that shed. miss this smell.
So?
Found a wrench.
Give it to me.
Lord have mercy.
What's that?
Just a dog. Calm down. Ilya? Are you alive? Ilya!
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
What's going on?
Of course it wasn't a coincidence, and now Indika realized it too. She had heard about the Kudyets and its miracles. But right now, in Spasov, and Ilya, meeting a prisoner who talks to God would not be an everyday occurrence. Also, Indika took a liking to him.
Who, this one? No.
One way or another, there was certainly no doubt that she had to head for Spasov and not the Danilov monastery.
The letter. I cannot neglect my duty. What if there's something important in it?
Open it. See for yourself.
No. Reading someone else's letter is a greater sin than not delivering it.
Greater? How much greater?
Twice as much. I don't know.
Interesting. So, not delivering 2 letters is the same as reading 1. What about stealing? Pocketing a ruble, for example. Is that worse?
Worse.
How much worse?
This is nonsense. You can't compare such things.
Why not? The priest imposes a different penance for different sins, and since you know for sure which is better or worse, there has to be a way of measuring. Then let us say that stealing is 10 times worse than not delivering a letter. What about murder? Let us put that at 1,000 letters. That would mean that if a postman were to lose a sack full of letters, we'd have a murderer. Although, maybe there should be a bulk discount. What about a rapist? A rapist is better than a murderer, right?
The heights of heaven because of the multitude of my transgressions. And now I cry to thee as the prodigal I have sinned before thee.
You don't even have anything to say. The abbess turned out just...
Thou hast received the gospel as a martyr. Thou art never turned away as the brother of God.
Even if Indika wasn't after Tikhon had knocked her off, but you...
Verily to God of God, by thy godlike care and might, raise up my soul, which is palsied by diverse sins and transgressions, and by unseemly deeds.
Where's the dog?
Good question. I haven't heard it for a while.
Listen, I'll help you get to Spasov.
Somehow, Indika was convinced that the Kudyets was going to solve all of her problems, that soon the voice in her head would disappear, and she would return to the monastery as someone who deserves at least forgiveness, if not everyone's love. She thought that years of suffering had been leading her up to this exact moment.
I figured out what this place is. This is Denisovka, paint factory. Marfa told me about it. She's our iconographer. They make yellow paint in that shed.
Where is everyone?
There was an explosion. They say everyone was evacuated in one day.
Americans, I guess.
Very likely.
Or the English. So where do we go now?
Stairs! There should be a station behind the windmill.